Before you point the finger, no 3-point back at you for sure. Judgment coming at your door. What you gonna do when you're face to face with all of your follies?
Self-examination, 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 shake your follies at the door before you face it. Self-examination, self-examination.
Had to look myself in the mirror. Is my soul darker or clearer? Am I operating in the flesh? Or looking like you're shy in the spirit? Am I dedicated like Enoch? Am I really patient like Job? Am I showing love like Abraham? Or am I reading birds like Reborn? Gotta check yourself to make sure you ain't living. Puff the dragon stone like David to do. How you gonna make it to the kingdom when you claim it as your fruit, but you ain't got your gotten to? 7 domination is required when you make it to the bosom. You don't wanna hear I never know. There's gonna be a gnashing of teeth and a patting of the feet if you ain't looking like the king. Before you point the finger, no 3-point back at you for sure. Judgment coming at your door. What you gonna do when you're face to face with all of your follies?
Self-examination, 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 shake your follies at the door before you face it. Self-examination, self-examination.
I promise this walk with Christ. The longer you in it, get critical. In this faith, gotta have reflexivity. Don't wanna be hypocritical. Being a beacon of light, come with scrutiny. Refine my mind to display a new with me. Building rapport with the angel of presence to get good reports on my eulogy. Yeah, Christ delivered His grace, but that don't mean use it foolishly. Our actions are ever before a higher than spiritual nudity. Be aware unless your spirit breached. This gospel wasn't only given to teach. If I ever get correction to you, just know that it started with me. I started with me. Yeah.
Before you point the finger, no 3-point back at you for sure. Judgment coming at your door. What you gonna do when you're face to face with all of your follies?
Self-examination, 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 shake your follies at the door before you face it. Self-examination, self-examination,
So with that being said, 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 28. But let a man examine himself. Jump down to verse 31. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Most High, that we should not be condemned with the world. Self-examination.
And peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing out there today? Let's get this thing popping. Oh man, we back another week. We're your host, Ahch-Wan.
And it's your brother, Ahch-Wan.
Yeah, back with another one from a long, hard week of paying bills. We back in this thing. Backs, knees, arms, we here. Y'all here with us. All praises to the Most High. Yeah. See, we got...
Go ahead, Doc.
So, we got our brother, Ahch-Wan with us today. And he bringing out one of the most profound albums of the year right now. One that I think everything that come out this brother, you know, definitely need to be through the four corners. One of the pioneers of the truth music. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, Ahch-Wan, look.
Yeah, man. Brother been putting in work for a Lizone time. A little zone.
A
Man.
little zone.
And being consistent, not only with the music, but ever since, I've got a chance to meet the brother, same brother. We're living in a time where there's a whole lot of switch ups and change ups.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about when it comes to genders and all kind of stuff. A lot of switching up going on.
Boy.
When it comes to faith, when it comes to, marriage, when it comes to, real and fake, just across the board. So like I said, been the same brother, solid. I knew he was from the South though when I met him, So we're gonna dive into it in a minute because that's just something we do. The Southern man, what you see is what you get. So and a lot of that old faking and putting on no persona down there in the South, man. So they try to talk about let's bring the brother in.
Look, I can't wait.
He's been here before, so it really ain't no whole lot of introduction.
Right.
So I don't want to keep talking and then because I know he got something he want to say, and then we're gonna dive into the album.
God. So without further ado, we bringing in our brother, mighty pioneer, Ahch-Wan. Look at this. We're gonna get the buttons going in a minute, man. I'm telling you. Look.
Welcome to the show, Ahch, man. And welcome to all of the listeners as well. Glad you all came through and to vibe with us. I know it's been a while. I know I wasn't on last week y'all came on, Ahch?
Yes, sir, Ski.
And I don't know if you caught that one, Ahch-Wan. What was you going into? Tell the people, for those that didn't catch it yet, I think I seen the views going up a little bit on that one. You was going into the nonsense. Speaking of changing up, right? A lot of people was on, who we got there? Okay. They was on this rant and tangent about the whole Little Mermaid situation.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that.
So, I mean, it's just a lot of foolishness going on in the world right now. But man, with the angle with the album, which is what we're gonna dive into in a minute, that's what the focus should be. But man, speaking a little bit about that Southern hospitality, man, I know it looked like you wanted to say something about it, man, on how coming from the South, it's something different about the love shown from the South. Would you say the same?
That's true. Yes, that's true. I've been to the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? And no shame or nothing like that on my brothers from the East Coast, but the South got it when it comes to hospitality. That's right. And I remember when I went back to the States to visit in 2019, I met this lady. I was in a grocery store. I met this lady from New York. And you could tell instantly she's from New York. And she said she went back. She moved to Texas. She went back up to visit her people. And she said she was like, listen, she didn't want to be there because she said people were just, they just kind of rude in the joint. And I'm like, hey, the South is where that we show love. We show a lot of love, man. We really do. And like the scriptures talk about being hospitable.
Exactly. So, and like I said, we don't want to be biased just because we from the South, right? Those that are in the comments, like, what's y'all take on it? Like, and it's all love across the board, because it's certain things that you get from, the other areas of the states that, like, dang, them brothers, and sisters, they got this. So we all got something, and we gotta recognize those characteristics that the Most High has blessed us in our upbringings to gravitate towards, and then couple that within Christ, which is where we all are at. We're trying to get some lamb stew instead of what's the other thing? A chaotic blend. Through Christ, we can get that nice blend through all of the things that we all have to share. So, but yeah, man, that was just something I noticed. From the South, man, it's just something about it. And I was saying it in conjunction with, like every time we hit each other up, ever since the beginning, it's been the same.
Yeah.
It's Christ all day.
I love that consistency. It's like you can you get the same brother, but then like and then also get the chance to see his elevation too. Like from the music to your walk, learning, knowing you personally, like, man, the elevation. And even, receiving wisdom on different things. It just be like, hey, I wouldn't have never thought about this. I wouldn't have never thought about that.
That's what's up, man. But y'all, listen, I know I look young, but I'm getting old, man.
Where them wrinkles at? Where them wrinkles at?
That's the problem. The most I've been keeping that thing smooth.
Blessing me. Yeah,
hey.
Been blessing me.
Let that coconut oil. Hey, if it ain't falling that coconut oil, I'll be slapping on them.
Hold on, where we at? Where my ones at? There you go.
Stop the cap.
There you go. We got the buttons going. We got the buttons going. Y'all heard that, right?
So, man. So we're gonna keep it going, man. So we're gonna get ready to dive into it because we want to cover as much ground as we can. So, like we were speaking on, it's a lot going on in the world that we can see. In all areas of ethnicities, it's just a big ball of confusion. But we can't also focus on that. Sometimes we touch on it like he did last week, but tonight we want to focus on the household of believers, and even those that are being challenged when it comes to, okay, what do I do with in my life right now, and they're just trying to find Christ or find that peace that only comes through Christ. This for y'all as well. We pray that you're listening as well. We ask that the listeners, share this with your family and friends and those co-workers or whomever that's just they're trying to get in the fence or in the door, but they still finding their way. So what we're going to be talking about is what should we be really focusing on at this time in our walk, in our life, and the times that's ahead. So which leads us to the project, self-examination.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to be speaking about. I think we're going to have some guests come through. Also, if any of you, if this message or the mindset of this broadcast resonate with you, and you have somewhat of an input, come in and tell us what you all received from the message tonight. So, like I said, the project being self-examination. Why do you think the Most High gave you this project in this time?
Many different reasons, shall I say, right? Many different reasons, right? If you don't have yourself together, there's no chance. Christ, he spoke about it when he said, and this is one of the scriptures that I really, it made me change my life, because when he said that there should be many saying, Lord, Lord, and I would say, move away from me, I never knew you. And I was like, man, and I will ask myself, who is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of Christians, there's a lot of people who claim to be followers of Christ. But who is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? And that is one thing. And then another thing, when Christ was sitting with his disciples for the last feast that he had with them, he told them, right? He said, examine yourself, right? But let a man examine himself. So when I kept reading it, and I was like, man, okay, I need to definitely, I've been in this walk for a minute. I've been serving Christ for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the scriptures for a minute. And about 10 years, actually, probably a little over 10 years. And, it's come to a time where you have to stop just reading the Bible and start living it and walking
Application.
it.
Application.
Yeah. And, I've been trying to walk it for a long time, but then you start to clean up yourself. You start to clean up your speech. You start to clean up the way you eat. You start to clean up, eating usually is the first thing, but your speech, I used to have a foul mouth, right? And my mouth was super foul. I was like, man, and I seen myself stop cussing. Now when I hear cuss words, it make my skin crawl. I'll be like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't use foul language. You know what I'm saying? Or people call it corrupt communication. And I feel like that also is a way to enlighten others about Christ, about just the way you talk, the way you operate. You know, you don't have to be pushing the Bible down people's face. I'm gonna tell you something. When I'm out here on the East, right, or they call it the Middle East, and I have a lot of Muslims, they tell me that I'm Muslim. And I'm like, what you mean? And they be like, you had the principles of Islam. And I'm like, no, that's Christ.
Principles of Christ.
Christ.
Right.
And see, they trying to hijack and give that reverence and credence to their God. No. Everything that you all are ascribing to do, it was originated through our forefathers. But you want to ascribe it to your people, knowing that's not who they are. So, some key things you're saying there. So, down in the back, because we didn't speak on it, and like I said, because I know we got quite a few people that may be coming through. So, going back to the song that was, that initiated the broadcast, right? Which is the intro for the project, Self-Examination with you and myself.
Exactly.
Like, man. Well, I'll let you speak on, what was the motivation for that song and what, brought me into it, and I'll speak on my little piece then we'll just segue from there.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I hope people really listen to the lyrics, right? Sometimes you get caught up in the beat so hard, the beat be banging so hard, people miss the lyrics. I said, I had to look myself in the mirror. Is my soul darker or clearer? Right? Am I operating in the flesh or looking like Yeshua in the spirit? And Yeshua is Jesus for those who don't know Yeshua's name. That's Christ. Am I looking like Christ or am I looking like a vain person? Am I looking like myself? All right. And people realize, you got to really realize that if you're not looking like Christ, you ain't getting in the kingdom. Right?
That's right.
I'm not saying that you're gonna be perfect like him. You're not gonna be perfect like him, but you better have a twinkle in your eye looking like Christ. Because he did it like no other man did it. It said one greater than Moses is here, one greater than Solomon is here. Right? Listen, we gotta be making sure that we looking like the Savior. And that's, listen, even in Islam, they might not call him the Savior, but they know he's the Savior. He mentioned 28 times in their book. Right? They know that he's supposed to be coming. Everybody know he's coming, right? So, listen, if you're not looking like him, or you're not, who you looking like? Right? And so that's what it was for me. I was like, listen, I have to look myself in the mirror and do a self-check. Like, man, am I, like I said, am I being faithful? Am I being faithful? Am I being full of humility like Job? Am I being friendly, brotherly like Abraham? You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and if you're not looking at yourself and say, because this is what I do when I read, I apply what was given from the prophets in the scriptures, and I'll put that in my life. Am I doing this like this person? Because if you're not looking at yourself and evaluating yourself and say, listen, am I looking like these guys here who made it to the kingdom? They in the bosom, right? You better have some principles. Am I dedicated like Enoch? Enoch, listen, he missed death. He missed death.
Through diligence, man, and at a very wicked time too. And so we have the opportunity to miss death, for those that have been granted that access through the dedication. Man, go ahead.
No, I was about to ask, because I know you upload your lyrics. How do I look up the lyrics now?
They there.
So how do I do it? What do I research? Ahch-Wan lyrics?
You should be able to research, because I put them on DistroKid. I sat there for like I think I spent like 7 hours typing everybody lyrics.
Dedicated. That's dedication right there, boy.
Look. And that's not something that
A lot of people do.
I think none in our community, in our Hebrew community. I don't think none. I've never seen it because I'm on Spotify. I see everybody's stuff on Spotify. I've seen virtually none. I hit that button on the lyrics on some of these songs.
I don't see, but you know what? Apple Music, they usually play it before Spotify does.
They play it before Spotify?
But they upload the lyrics before Spotify. I don't know why, but because it all should hit at the same time. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a Spotify guy. I'm Spotify.
I was with Spotify. I actually left Spotify because of that. And then the quality of Apple Music is way better. So that's why I was like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, cause I want to pull up them lyrics here real quick, cause that's something.
Oh, yeah. They on the internet. You can go to I just typed there Ahch-Wan self-examination lyrics, and they pop right up on Google. So yeah, they do.
Okay. I think that's what I need to do. Ahch-Wan self-examination lyrics.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do this live, y'all. Cause it's rare that we actually get in here and just break these bars down. And just really dissect the song. So I feel like if I can, Sean, we good.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to do all of them, but we're gonna do it, as many as the ones that we plan on going into, definitely.
Okay.
This one needs to be broken down. Because you came in and man, I remember when you asked me, you was like, can you drop the beat in this one part so they could actually hear that? I was like, yes, sir. Definitely.
Con.
It won't
like
pull
you
up
said,
for
man,
me.
because like I speaking on, the Most High guiding you to even involve me in it. So it was an honor and pleasure to be in the midst of such a great work. But man, I don't know. I know we was back and forth. We was at that point like, man, because I kept on saying like, when the project gonna be done, and I'm like, am I hold it up? Because I didn't know. I'm like, this is one of my go-to topics because around the time we all came into the faith, self-examination was it.
It's true.
And guess what? All praise, we still here. So obviously, it's still it. And we're at this point now where we're talking about it. So so it's big for me, with the self-examination. So, but initially I'm like, I don't know what to say, I'm gonna pray on. And just one day, the spirit just poured it out. I didn't know it wasn't like premeditated. It's just like get in there and start writing. And it came in that one sitting. And man, like Chop said, he's gonna break down. We're gonna go into the lyrics, and then, but yeah, definitely, please pay attention to the lyrics on all of the songs. Bop, because it usually the bop is initial, but listen to it. This is a self-examination. This is titled that for a reason. But Chop, when you got it, just let us know so we can dive into it.
Got it right here, right now. So I'm about to pull it up so y'all can see it, and so everybody else can see it as well. Give me a second here. Come on now.
I think what we'll do, just show it to where we can see it.
Okay.
We'll spit it for the people so they can just still see us.
Okay. All right, let's get it going.
Again, while he's getting that, please share the video. To your social medias. If you're new here, please subscribe, and help us get these numbers up, the viewership. So, like we study building, so like and all that good stuff. All right. So when you got it, Chop, we're gonna get in it. And for those that are going to be coming in, all right, that's in the audience, we're gonna get ready, Chop. When you get a chance, I know you got you're working a lot of things behind the voice right now. We're going to get that number in the chat for those that that are looking to come in and add to the show.
Yeah, we already got the number in the chat, so
Okay.
yeah, we already good on that.
All right, cool. So dive into it. What points you want to dive into that or bring out on those lyrics before we go to the next song?
The first part of the hook, before you point the finger, no, three pointing back at you for sure. You know what I'm saying? When you point that finger, you got 3 fingers pointing right back at yourself. That's the same thing Christ said. Before you try to point at your brother, you take that beam out your eye, okay?
Try
to take the beam out your brother, take the mote. He said the mote. So that's first, right? And then you go down to where it says, am I looking like a shy in the spirit? Am I dedicated like Enoch? Am I really patient like Job?
Oh, there we go. I see it.
Am I showing love like Abraham? Or am I rebellious like Rehoboam? You gotta check yourself to make sure you ain't leavened. Right? Get that leaven out yourself. Puff the dragon, stone like Devin the dude.
Break that down for him.
Who
don't like Devin? Look, Devin the dude is one of the. He's a rapper. He's an old school rapper from Houston. Okay?
Stoner rapper.
Every time he rapping, he high.
Every track is about weed with him. It's nothing but weed. I was a Devin the Dude fan, but I did not smoke weed. I wasn't a weed smoker, but I liked the chill vibe. But it was like growing in the spirit and truth and coming to the truth and different things like that. I began to see how whacked out of people's minds, they was, nothing against nobody that didn't repented from it, but it was just being whacked out of your mind.
Yeah. Stone like Devin the dude. I said, how you gonna make it to the kingdom if you're claiming that you're fruitful, but you ain't got your garden tools?
That's right.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Fire!
All right.
I'm about to get some more.
Sure that your garden tool.
Come on.
And then I said self-examination is required when you make it to the bosom. You don't want to hear I never knew him. Christ said there's going to be a gnashing of teeth and a patting of the feet if you ain't looking like the king. Right?
Come on.
So that's why I said I hope people listen to the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was one in there. Oh yeah. Where was it? It was a bar in there. It was Sean. It was one of Sean's bars.
Oh yeah. He came with it.
It was one of
straight spirit.
All right, so let's go.
Straight spirit.
Because I'm trying to see where it started
at. Yeah, start right here in the faith. In this faith. Yeah. So it says, in this faith, gotta have reflexivity, don't want to be hypocritical.
That bar right there. That bar. Coming straight out the gate. What was that word? Because I had to ask you what that word was. I didn't know what reflex. Say it again.
Reflexivity. That means reflecting on oneself. You have to reflect on your own faith instead of, because like that, when you get the knowledge and the truth, the first thing we want to do is what? Focus on somebody else and project what our faith or what we believe to somebody else instead of reflecting on ourselves, and then we come off what? Hypocritical.
Ooh. And I know, like even me myself, going back, you know, just sharing a little bit about myself, and you know, everybody, you know, went through this in the beginning, you know, pushing it all off to everybody else, I was making changes, you know, drop the boy, you know, stop smoking, stop cussing, and different things like that. But it was other things that was deeply rooted that was way more important than some of them things, you know, actions. Talking too much, different things like that. It's like, look, let me slow this thing down for a second and look at me.
And the biggest reason why we do that, next line, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, being a beacon of light comes with scrutiny. So when we're striving to make that change, people are looking for reasons to what?
Scrutinize.
Exactly. So we can't afford to look hypocritical.
Exactly.
Especially if we represent Christ. Then it says, reform my mind to display a newer me. Build and rapport with the angel of presence to get good reports on my eulogy.
Listen, spiritual
bars. Spiritual bars. Oh, so, man.
Like that, but see, this, like, it's hard to explain it to somebody in the world because, you know, like, spiritually, this is what it means. Well, that I comprehend, the Most High has allowed me to understand. This is what walking in the Spirit is. You're doing things based off of how it's going to benefit your spirit versus your flesh. Most people could care less what's going to be on their eulogy. To understand, this is what walking in the Spirit is. So we're gonna keep going, right? How it's going to benefit your. We got some delay back there. Okay.
Yeah. All right, we got you. Go ahead.
So it says, Christ delivered us grace, but that don't mean use it foolishly. Which is what we do a lot of, right? So we got to examine even what? How we using our grace. Exactly. Are you using grace just because? Do you know that grace runs out?
About as quick as a tire going on flat.
So this is the one that stuck with me the most, though. Like, I was like, this had to come from the Spirit, because it wasn't me. When it says, when the Spirit gave me, it says, our actions are ever before a higher. That's spiritual nudity.
I did not catch that one until just now.
So we want y'all to go listen to it, but we just trying to break it down to say, please make sure y'all listening to the lyrics.
They got to listen. You just made my skin crawl just by reading it again.
Look, reading it. I think reading it hitting a little bit different than just listening to it, because it may be that the instrumental getting in the way now. Goodness gracious!
Sometimes it does. It get in the way of getting rid of the spiritual aspect of the lyrics. Yeah. Because you know, when you jamming, you just sometimes you missing that. You missing that. That's why when I was typing these lyrics, man, my skin was crawling. I was like, man. And I had to listen, because sometimes, you know, I'm gonna tell you, bro, Shan, when you was rapping, you know, I had to really listen to type what you was saying. I'm talking about over and over again to make sure I was typing the right things. I was like, man. And listen, when I did Quadon's verse, when I was typing his verse, brother, he said something. This brother, that's a lyric. That brother is a lyricist, brother.
Yeah, he be talking, bro. He be talking, man. You look.
I was typing his verse.
Y'all see how he slid in here like that, right?
Right.
He's a young ninja. He slid in here like that.
Hey, that brother, man. Listen, I was typing his verse. That brother said something like, I don't even want to mess it up. He gonna have to tell you what he said, but it's typed. But I had to listen to his joint because he was spitting so fast on the joint. I'm like, bro, I had to stop it like every 5 seconds just to make sure I heard him right. I was like, and then when he was rapping, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna come after this, brother. I'm gonna have to put my verse first.
Look. I ain't gonna lie. I got a song that I got featured with him. You probably ain't gonna like to hear this right here, but I'm rewriting my whole verse because his verse is just like it. I can't even like his verse is after my verse, but it's like my verse not even equivalently comparing in gravity. It's like nah, I got to come with something else. So I hope you understand on that one, Deke. I hope you understand. I think this is like my third time writing it.
So let's unmute him so he can speak with us. Can everybody hear him?
Yeah.
I'm understanding.
Shalom, B.
So I hope you understand.
I think you got us still playing in the back, dude.
I hope you understand. I think this is like my third time writing it.
Let's unmute him so he can speak with us. Can everybody hear him?
Yeah.
Hold up, I'm trying to make. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at my phone, but I think it's some delay on the phone or whatever.
Yeah. It's like a 30-second delay.
Yeah. So welcome to the show, Deke, man. So
Shalom. All praise to the Most High. I'm glad, to be on. Glad y'all brothers had me on. Around all these beautiful spirits, man. These talented spirits right here.
Praise to the Most High.
So let's tease them a little bit, man. Let's go to the track featuring Kadam so y'all can speak about that one a little bit.
What's the name of that one?
It's called Won't Let Go.
Yeah. You said Won't Let Go?
Yeah, Won't Let Go.
Hey, hold up. She say turn off my radio. I don't have no reverb on. My wife is saying she hear like a reverb or something.
You good now? Yeah, you good now.
Hey, first and foremost though, man, I just want to say, besides all praises to the Most High, that hey, Ahch-Wan, hey, you already know, bro. I reached out to you in the the WhatsApp and whatever. The album is fire, man. The album is like you said, fire. Hey, that thing, praises to the Most High. But everybody who watching the show who ain't got it, coming from a lyricist, you feel me? The album fire. I ain't gonna lie. I think this is my favorite album from you. That first one and this one. All of them been jamming. But them two, yeah, them things in the Hall of Fame right there. Hall of Fame. It's in the Hall of Flame. Yeah. Everybody went in on the album. Every single feature on the album went in.
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody break the spirit. Everybody went in.
When you talk,
I'm glad you said that.
Me too.
Because that's why. Because we speaking about the spirit behind the project as well. As long as some of the things in the project. If what you said, and that's what I'm getting as well. If that's the case, obviously that's the spirit that's moving through the body right now.
God. Everybody albums been fire that they've been dropping on the cool. Like every song, every album they come out in the church right now, I ain't capping, but it's praise to the Most High because they fire. You know what I mean? And this ain't Quincy's spirit, man. So hey, Sean, all y'all was in the truth early on for a long time now. Y'all seen the truth music that came a long way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, I don't know to us all doing sharing the stage together.
Let's speak about it a little bit. Y'all know when we first came in, we had nothing but Bible verses, It was Bible verses.
Quality and all that. Used to sound like boys recording in the restroom on their cell phone. No mix and master. It came a long way. Praise to the Most High.
Boy, everybody's songs sounded like Brian's songs back then. Without sound like Brother Brian's song, without the extended part. We didn't have he the only person that can do a part 2 and make a song 30 minutes long and people play it from start to finish. He's the only person that can get that right now. I ain't gonna try it. Nope. That had a thought. Nope. I don't.
Yeah, that's his lane.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, it has elevated, man, and like to see this you know, us continue to elevate through the Spirit, though, you know, like, and bringing forth the ministry through the Spirit, and that could help us get, you know, further along in this walk, it is going to be needed. Because, you know, we don't determine how much time we got left. So I pray that we take heed to this self-examination. So we got the song pulled up, Won't Let Go lyrics. So let's talk about how did this come to be, brethren?
Who going? You going Ahch-Wan?
You and Ahch-Wan, yeah.
Me and listen, I'm about to go and put it out there. I've been trying to do an album with this brother.
Don't do that, Don't do me that. Don't do me that,
Hey, it's love, baby.
It's been reciprocal, brother.
Hey, no, seriously, though, I sent this brother this track because me and him, I wanted us to do this joint for an album that I wanted to work on with him. And I sent him a couple tracks, actually. And all the tracks he liked, but this one, he was like, nah, I really like this joint. He said, this sound like, because I remember we was going to do it for a mixtape joint that we was planning on doing. He's like, no, that sounds like an album hook right there. So when he said that, I was like, well, listen, I want you on that joint, just me and you. And listen, he sent me his verse. He asked me, well, first I sent him the beat and I sent him the hook. And he was like, well, what you want me to write about? And I was like, whatever comes to the spirit, you know. He's like, no, but what direction you want me to go? So I said, you got to lead the way. You got to lead the path on that joint, because I didn't have my verse, right? I didn't have my verse until after he sent me his. And I was feeding off of his spirit, you know what I'm saying? Even in how I wrote it and everything, and how I was writing it, I was praying to the Most High to guide my tongue and my pen and everything. I basically, you know, the hook and Quadam led everything. You know what I'm saying? And I know that was nothing but the Holy Spirit. So, but hey, the brother came with it, man. If you look at some of these lyrics that the brother said, the brother came with it.
So let's get into that hook here real quick.
Let's bring it out.
Let's bring out that hook. As a matter of fact, I want to play it. Just the hook. I'm gonna just play just the hook on it real quick, and we're gonna play just the hook, just the beginning of it, and just get a little vibe real quick. Let's get a little vibe, audience.
Self-examination, man, tonight.
When I was reading Apocalypse of Paul, they said when the angels carry you up there, the demons be eyeballing you, trying to see if you got some folly in you. Yeah. But I won't let it go, no, I won't let it go. I won't let it go, I won't let it go. Reaper trying to steal my soul, no, I won't let it go. I won't let it go, I won't let it go. Cause the kingdom gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. And the devil trying to get me, trying to get me, trying to get me. Trying to get me, trying to get me, trying to get me, but I won't let it go.
No, devil be gripping me, but I ain't slipping. See Christ.
Woo! That was Quadon coming straight in out the gate right there. Coming straight in out the gate. And that's just gonna be a little teaser right there. That's what we're gonna do. We just gonna do just a little teaser right there. Because if you ain't got the album, and you still ain't listening to the album, and you ain't on Ahch-Wan, I don't know what to say. But we're gonna continue. So we about to get these here. These lyrics here. So where we start at? Right there, boom.
Come on down.
Come on down some more.
You want to start with Quadam, or you gonna start with the hook?
Start with the hook.
I said, the Reaper trying to steal my soul. No, I won't let it go. I said, because the kingdom gotta get it. Gotta get it, gotta get it. Gotta get it, gotta get it, gotta get it. And the devil trying to get me. He trying to get me, trying to get me. Trying to get me, trying to get me, trying to get me, but I won't let it go.
So break that down for us real quick.
Because in this walk, you know, Satan comes at you in different angles, and the more you try to stay on the path, the more he gonna throw at you, right? The more he throwing at you. He don't want, and he got the most of the world, you know what I'm saying? So he really trying to get us. He you know what I'm saying? He got the majority of the people. And when you walk in this walk, if you're not checking yourself, if you're not constantly reflecting and looking at yourself, you would be easily got out. Like, I remember one time I had a conversation with Qadam, and I had called him just to tell him, thank him for being here. And he was like, where else I'm gonna go?
That's man.
Hey, that's 10 toes. That's a 10 toes down response right there.
Exactly.
Listen, Qadam has been there for me when I first came in the truth, man. Like, he was there. Like, he was there, man. That's why I said, I told him one time, I said, listen, when I first came in truth, that's when he became my brother, because I was like, I don't need no partners and nothing like that. I'm good. I just give me the word. He's like, nah, brother, hold on, let me take you to the brother scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And when he did that, I was like, this is my brother, right? And you know what I'm saying? He older than me, so I'm his younger brother, right? And he guided me, man. He guided me through the spirit, man. I'm telling you, it's like that brother means so much to me, y'all don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That brother, hey, that's my brother, man.
Mosai, praise the Mosai.
See, like when you in this truth, and I don't know if it's the same for me as it is for everybody else, you don't really per se look your age, but your spirit tell people what age you are, how you carry yourself. That tells your true age in the spirit versus, you know, a number, you know, that you've been living on this earth. You know, but praise the Most High for giving us that time on the earth, but your spirit, that really show your age.
Bro, I'm almost 40, man. I'll be 40 in a couple of years, bro. Right? And I know I don't look it, because everybody think I'm 26, 28. Nah, I'm almost 40, man. Right? And I try to stay working out, just like on pray and praise. You got to be working out and keeping your body in shape, keeping your mind right, keep staying sober-minded. But the brother, listen, Qadam say, won't let it go. No.
Look, all right, so we about to get ready to start going to his lyrics. Qadam, can you see the lyrics?
Yeah, con. I'm gonna try to hit it kind of quick, because I know other people got to call in or whatever. You got Alarm calling in? Alarm ain't calling.
He's supposed to be coming in.
Hey, that song, that double.
Oh,
yeah,
that was a slapper.
That double crucial. But I say won't let it go. No. The devil be gripping me, but I ain't slipping. See, Christ in me, so there's no wimp in me. Slapping these spirits like it was a spiritual pimping me.
Hey, listen, I didn't even know he said that at first. I had to drop the beat right there, because I was like, people gonna miss that. They gonna miss that.
This was funny, man. Hey, because I think all y'all can agree as artists, when you hear a beat, it took me a while to figure out how I was gonna come on the beat. The reason being because as artists, y'all know, you could easily just come on a beat just simple, like just riding it. But you be like, man, how can I come on there different than just a normal, you know what I'm saying? Like to bring some kind of flavor to the song. So I heard like, okay, I could be ripping it, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody taught me a long time ago, like when you hear the instrumental, think of your voice like an instrument. Ahch-Wan and all the artists on here displayed that beautifully on the whole album, because like that Out of Order, and you listen to the way that boy Ahch-Wan and D Judah and them boys wrote that song, that thing hit everybody on the album. But I was thinking of a way I could come in here different. So I'm like, I'm gonna just spit fast. So I say, and then I'm like, we ain't scared of these wicked spirits. We pimping these spirits. They fear Yeshua's name. So we gotta stand in it firm, like with power. Like the scriptures say that Christ when they said, you know, are you Christ? He said, I am he. And it said the Roman soldiers, their horses reared up and they fell off their horses from the power of his voice. So it's like, we can't be scared of these spirits. So I'm like, man, we slapping these spirits like it was the spirits of pimping me. I say, came in the truth. My wife seen it differently. This is not it. I say my wife seen it differently and tell the truth. We split up a couple of times. Praise the Most High. She made up her mind and got on the grind. Right. So we all know you come in the truth. That's how the devil try to get you out first, you know. But when I first showed my wife the word, her mind was blown. But then there was other influences that, you know, because we was in a like a big Christian church at the time. My whole family deep in the church. So it was other influences that kind of, you know, swayed out the way. And then, you know, eventually she told me, you know, because I was, you know, at the time we was on that like, hey, look, we're gonna have to leave the state soon one day. And me and my wife, we was about to get married at that time. But I was like, look, I'm gonna have to put the marriage, might have to put the marriage on hold if you're not prepared for what's coming down the line. We split up a few times, you know what I mean, behind that and other little things, disagreements. But then one day she just, you know, broke down and was like, look, I believe the truth, you know what I mean? It's other factors, you know what I mean? So hey, but then I remember one day after that, not too long after that, she broke down and just was like, man, I'm so glad I'm in this truth. Like, I'm glad you brought me into this truth, you know, all praises to the Most High. So that's why I'm like, look, see, my wife seen it differently. And tell the truth, we split up a couple of times. Praise the Most High, she made up her mind and got on the grind. I say, I'm going to get with you on these lyrics, huh? The next one I say, where it ain't no vision, the people diminish. Living in dimensions, no pain or prison, I'm envisioning. Right? So I say, well, it ain't no vision, the people diminish. Living in dimensions, no pain or prison, I'm envisioning. Like I'm envisioning living in another dimensions where ain't no pain or prison. I'm envisioning with millions of melanin, but millions won't make it in. So fear and trembling, I keep them in remembrance, keeping scriptures in my hand, won't let go, as if it's epileptic seizures and I'm gripping it, shivering. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, so I'm like, look, hey, I'm like, if fear is trembling, I'm keeping scriptures in my hand, won't let go. Because, you know, when boys go into seasons, they start seizing up, and they it's hard to let them go, let their grips go. So I'm like, I'm keeping scriptures in my hand, won't let go, as if it's epileptic seizures, and I'm gripping it, shivering. So I'm like, I'm scared of what the fear of the Most High, but at the same time, you know, epileptic seizures is when the light hits you in different blinks, and it makes you go to epileptic seizures. So I'm seeing a light from the Most High, and it's blinking, and I'm shivering with the scriptures, like I ain't gonna let it go because I'm seeing flashes of the end.
I gotta say it right now. Chop, it is confirmed. We're doing the raise the bars.
Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Yeah.
You see, like without this, you don't. It's like a whole story behind every bar.
It's going down. Yes, I've been waiting. Yes.
Audience, if you're loving, like, say, you can't get this. You know, you know, just being the listener, and you're trying to comprehend what the artist is. In certain instances, you do, and then certain bars you catch a year or two later.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I'm married.
Right, but like what you just wrote, that we would have never got. Now, I mean, probably this one, but I'm just saying certain other things that you stated. It's a story behind each bar, and it's real though.
Praise
as you can see, I didn't even have the lyrics right. I'm doing it from just hearing it, and he breaking it down. So yeah, you have to send me your lyrics so I can update this.
So I say, keeping scriptures in my hand, won't let go, as if it's epileptic seizures, and I'm gripping it, shivering, seeing flashes of the end. Somebody fell off or something?
No. Alarm that came in.
I say epileptic seizures, and I'm gripping it, shivering, seeing flashes of the end, women, men, grabbing members, whimpering, Because it says that what? The men will be grabbing their loins in that
like a woman.
Like a woman in travail. To say, grabbing members, whimpering, I cannot be one of them. So no watching porn again, born again. Water baby like christening. Blood covered like hemorrhaging. Women showing treats who want tricking. It don't make sense paying them attention. And the irony, okay, see, y'all gotta get, so it says the irony is in go through hell trying to get to heaven. Diabetic living. No cakes, get it, no leaven. Won't let go like a 6-year-old. They got your cell phone. Y'all already know them kids, that's all they on their mind. They want their cell phone. They get their cell. Look, I told my daughter how many times, don't pick up nobody's phone. She be coming to us at Tabernacles like, girl, who phone you got? Oh man, this sister Raven phone, this sister like, girl, get them people their phone back.
Look, mine already know what it is. I don't play them games. Look, they barely even get some of that time here. It's once in a blue moon. They don't even own tablets here.
Exactly, but that's the mission. But that's their mission. So I'm like, won't let go like a 6-year-old when they got your cell phone, like a 65-inch TV with a $50 sale on it. So, you know, if you went to Walmart right now and they had a 65-inch TV on sale for $50, it don't matter if you was broke. You be calling somebody like, hey, look, hey, give me $50. They got a TV up here for $65 for $50, 65 inch. It don't matter if you're gonna sell that thing, flip it. You wouldn't let that thing go. You know what I mean? Like, hey, they got a TV for $50, 65 inch. They'd be like, what, girl? Give me two. You know, give me one.
Get two of them, boy. Yeah.
You gonna sell them things or something. So, yeah, that's the verse, man.
Man.
Right,
Man,
brother.
This hitting different.
It do, man.
This hitting different.
Self-examination, man.
I asked Quadon what portal he go through to get his verses in. He still won't tell me.
I was just before you called in, I text you. Like, how long ago call? I was talking about that double, man. That double series. The whole
hey, we're gonna tease y'all all night. We're gonna play a little bit of that double, and then we're gonna let Ahch-Wan and Deacon Alam speak on that double. And Chop, make sure we can hear it as well so they can feel it.
Let me get this thing going here. Double. If you don't know, and now you know.
Double. Double shot to the Henny, it been a long day. Double honor to elders who got that strong faith. Double. Double shots to the Henny, it been a long day. Double honor to elders who got that strong faith. Double meant for the breath cause it got a strong taste. I double my man unstable in all of his ways. Double. Going double. Look, are you gonna keep the faith or are you gonna flake? Follow after righteousness or are you going astray? That's an easy thing to say when silver spoons is on your plate. But when them trials come, then you start to move in haste. Don't be having double standards when that furnace getting hot. Just lock into the Father, give him all that you got. It's like climbing up a mountain and you halfway to the top. Then your fears settled in and your courage running out. Don't be scared, he brought you to it just to bring you through it. How you ready for the battle if you working wounded? How you claiming you a man if you can't bring the food in? Oh, your lights off in the winter, that's why you coolin'. Jacob's trouble coming whether you prepared or you're not. Are you gonna take a crap or you gonna get up off the pot? I lost a set of twins and my faith was on the rocks, but I held on to the rock and now he blessed me double now. Woo, all praise. Double shots to the Henny, it been a long day. Double honor to elders who got that strong faith. Double meant for the breath cause it got a strong taste. I double my man unstable in all of his ways. Double. Going double.
A sober mind and tribulation got them seeing double. Demons attacking, too many drills with no huddles. You gon' cross the goal line or lay down and fumble. Like as a child, all he knew was heartache and struggle. Cause seeing then the Father will, it was being done. Had to adapt to tribulation with nowhere to run. Didn't know the Father will, it was being done. Satan tried plenty times to get a brother gone. A car would ride my wife with a heater in his hand. Satan slick trying to rise up the old man. Now I'm locked and loaded in it's hunting season. Till the Father send the word straight to the deacon. How you gonna be here for the flock if you let Satan sneak you? Damn, you tried to trick me out my freedom. So I can't be here for my people. And take a brick out our kingdom.
Double shots of the Henny, it been a long day. Double honor to elders who got that strong faith. Double mint for the breath cause it got a strong taste. I double my man unstable in all of his ways. Double. Going double.
Yeah, we locked in. Oh, we double. Trying to figure out another way to get this thing going here. All right. All right, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me loud and clear. Yeah, there we go. All right, go ahead. Take it away, Sean.
Yeah, so, man, that's what we was vibing to as we was coming into the broadcast. Cause man, it just caught me because I was vibing to it, you know, coming in like double. Man, so break it down, man. Break it down, the inspiration. Give us a little bit from both of y'all on what brought this to fruition, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. My wife actually told me, she's like, man, you need to get one of them Rick Ross type beats on a joint. And I was
shout out to all the wives that supporting the artists.
That's
artists they sell. You know, we got one brother here.
That's right.
Well, go ahead.
She was like, you need to get one of them Rick Ross type beats, man. And Kyle, she actually on the album too. She in the background. She don't want to put her face on the camera. But I was like, I want her to be on here. But you know what I'm saying, I respect. You know, since she not feeling up to, she under the weather a little bit.
Prayers up. Y'all make sure y'all send prayers up for our sister. But
she was like, you need to go on them Rick Ross type beats. I remember when I was in the world, when I used to listen to Rick Ross, she said he just had a different type of swag. And I was like, okay. Soon as I typed in Rick Ross type beats, Dilly had one, right? And I was like, and the hook came instantly. So I was like, I said to myself, I said, that must have been a spirit on my wife to say that. Because soon as she said that, the hook came. And then I hit Alam up and I was like, Alam, I think I want you on this beat because I know Alam, he be telling stories, man. And I love when I remember when he was on Quadam's album, he told that one story about, I can't remember exactly the story. I know it was about a brother who had got shot or something like that. On the neck. Was it naked that you did the joint?
It was crazy. It was a story about one of my homeboys. And I just it went with what Quadon was talking about, that naked. You know what I'm saying? I remember the whole thing from, I ain't gonna too much in it, but yeah, I remember for when I was there when he made the decision, it led to the outcome of the decision.
And when I first heard Alam on that joint, I was like, man, I gotta get Alam on this joint. Check this out. I called Alam and I was talking to him about the joint, right? As soon as Alam heard the beat, he's like, man, I had already was listening to that track to come up with something to it.
Look at that.
That's how the spirit works.
Hey, I'm telling you, and he's like, yeah, I already was listening to that joint. I'm gonna have to put the lyrics on there for y'all because I know for some reason Google not pulling that one up.
Yeah.
But, hold on, I think I got it. I got it for you. Hold on one second.
Do you put them on your Bandcamp? You put the lyrics on your Bandcamp?
No, they're not on there. I'm gonna put them on there after tonight. Since you said that.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you see me struggling.
Yeah, I'm like, let me get the lyrics from my brother.
So we played the whole track. So any specific bars or anything y'all wanted to highlight in the track that y'all spoke on?
I said, hold on, I can put it up real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead and get them things real quick. Cause you went bar for bar. How they say it in the battle rap arena? Every single bar. Every single bar.
You know, it's crazy that you say that, Art, because I actually got away from that. I used to be a lyricist back when I was in the world. And, you know, now I'm starting to get back to it because, you know, listening to Quadam, listening to, what's the brother, Anaviel?
Yeah, that
Ray.
He don't stop. That boy don't stop. He
straight bars. And I'm like, you know, because I think somebody told me before, like, you got to dumb down the music. But we in the truth. We can't dumb down the music for the truth. And I did that for a minute. I started just, you know, spitting basic stuff that they can hear and they can understand. But no, I'm about to get back to spitting bars.
Bars. Look, hence raising the bars. Look, it's coming. It's coming. Yes. Yes. You don't know how excited I am. Yes.
So
this just set the bar.
Right. So Alon, what is it? Anything you wanted to highlight that you brought out, man?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give my brother Tazabot. Y'all can hear me good?
Yes, sir.
I gotta give my bro Tazabot, man, a shout out, man. Cause when he had been kind of pushing that issue, about, you know, we'll be having conversations and we'll be reminiscing. Same like when me and Quadam be talking, we'll be reminiscing. And one of us will say something that the other one had forgot. Right. So it was a situation where me and Tazabot, we was chilling in the studio, and one of the brothers was in there, and Tazabot mentioned a story, and it made me think about it. Tazabot like, bro, that's the type of stuff you need to be putting in songs and stuff. Because Quadam would tell you, Quadam the reason why I started writing. I used to hate writing. I didn't want to write to save my life. And I went to the studio one time with Quadam. He put me in boot camp. It made me write. But yeah, man, I just basically, man, when I heard it, it made me think about two situations. One, when I was a kid, you know, it was certain dreams that I had as a kid that I didn't understand until I got to the truth, and it kind of like brought it all together. You know what I'm saying? When it came to certain dreams and certain hardships I went through in life, not knowing that, you know, fast forward to now, I'm like, man, the most I was doing that to prepare me for what's to come. And also it was about a situation where my wife got robbed. Like I hadn't even been a whole year in the truth yet. And so, you know, I think I might have been like 3-4 months. I don't even think I was 3-4 months in. I don't even remember. But I know I was fresh. And my wife called me and was like, man, somebody just robbed me. And I'm like, huh? Like, what you mean? She was like, yeah. She was like, I think he had a gun. That's all I had to hear. You know, she was like, he had his hand like in his jacket, but he was like, he had a gun. So man, I still wasn't all the way there yet. You know, the old man wasn't gone all the way. So man, that's all I needed to hear. So I jumped in the car, locked and loaded. And it's crazy how Satan tried to get you, because I didn't know who it was. It wasn't in my neighborhood. It was in, you know, she was at her mama's house. And her mama had moved to a neighborhood where it's mainly Issachar over there. It's like 2 blocks away is Judah over there. And man, I was riding around looking for anybody that would look like they was out there hitting licks. You know what I'm saying? And one of the brothers that used to be in leadership in the church at the time with Quadam, I guess my wife must have called him and told him, like, man, talk to my husband. You know what I'm saying? And man, praise the Most High, that brother called and was able to talk a level of sense to me, because, you know, it kind of scared me afterwards, bro, because I don't like being in that place, but I was seeing red, and I was looking for anything that looked like they was out there hitting licks. And man, that brother talked some sense into me. So I know other brothers go through stuff like that in their journey and they walk, man. So I just wanted to share that so brothers can, can hear that and be like, man, well, I ain't the only one that had to overcome this or overcome that.
Straight up.
But man, like once again,
Straight up.
That's why we saying, please listen to it. Even, let pray for the artist, pray for this ministry, pray for what's going on with this music, because hearing this, it's more than just words, family.
I'm gonna shoot one bar to you that I said.
More than just words. Go ahead.
I said I lost a set of twins and my faith was on the rocks.
Yeah.
But I held on to the rock. And now he blessed me double now. So I lost twins. And then the Most High gave me 2 sons.
I remember you telling me about that, man.
I actually had, me and my wife had 4 miscarriages, but I was specifically speaking on the 2. Because that one was deep. I remember when we lost the first twin and the second one was holding on. And the doctor said that he wasn't going to live, he wasn't going to have a heartbeat. And my wife, she got down there. I was like, babe, listen, keep the faith. And listen, we went to another doctor and then the heartbeat was strong. And I was like, man, so I'm like, one fighting. And then we end up losing him. And I'm talking about when I had my son, my wife was pregnant with my son, she was bleeding the whole time through the pregnancy. All right. I'm talking about clots of blood, not just little clots. And I lost my faith at a point. My faith was rocky. I ain't say I lost, it was rocky. It was very rocky. Cause I'm like, after miscarriage, after miscarriage, after miscarriage, my wife, I remember one time she told me, she said, I don't even know if I want to keep trying to have kids. And I couldn't blame her, but I was like, no, so we need to keep trying. Listen, the Most High ain't bring us this far to let us go. Right. And when we finally my son was like he had the cord wrapped around his neck. We went in for a checkup and it was a rush emergency surgery. And before that, we lost, like I said, we lost 4. We lost 1 stillborn at our house. Right. So listen, that's why I said self-examination, Satan gonna test you. He gonna allow you to be tested. The Most High, listen, the Most High want to see if you really about this life. So when you come into the truth and you think everything glitz and glamour and it's gonna be just smooth operator, you better think again. When Quindon baptized me, he said, "Welcome to the war." Okay.
Hear that in the Christian church? You don't hear that because they don't tell you that that from birth you enlisted into it. But when you hit the water, you enlisted in a whole nother one. In the spirit. That's the one in the spirit. The one in the flesh. You born into that one. You born into that to the war in the flesh. When you come out the womb. But when you hit that water, you see something else different.
And check, I learned a lot about, listen, this album, I'm gonna tell you, Zemariah, I sent her a beat and I had a hook to the actual song. And I was like, you know what? I said, let me see if my sister, can come up with something better. I was like, cause I know she a singer, you know what I'm saying? I know the Most High be dealing with her and the Holy Spirit with her, gave her no wisdom. I said, let me send it, I sent her the track. And I said, sis, I didn't even let her hear my hook. I said, let me see if she come up with something. She came up with some fire. And when she sent it back to me, it brought out something. It brought out something in me that was deep. And I ain't gonna get to when you go through the lyrics of that joint, I'm gonna have to break some stuff down because it's something that I hear within myself for so long that y'all don't even know about, right? And we can talk about it tonight.
Let's play the hook on. Let's play the hook on that, and then we'll let him go into his lyrics.
She pain on that. Damn, that she pain. She be on it.
Hey, Ahch-Wan, you had a bar on there. It was something about something was cold. It was something that's why you're chilling. Hey, spit that bar real quick. I got to hear that bar. Like,
did you pull up the lyrics? I sent them to you to your email.
I remember it. That boy say, "How you what do you say? How you not providing you a man?" Something like that.
Yeah,
look. Lights off in the window. That's why you cooling.
Hold on, where that? Hold on, where that? Dang man, where is that? Where is that?
See, you got it right there.
Yeah, I got it. Is it up here? I think it's in the first one.
Yeah, it's in the first one. I'm scared. How you ready for the battle if you working wounded? How you claiming you a man if you can't bring the food in? Oh, your lights off in the winter, huh? That's why you cooling?
Bang, bang. Boy, when I heard that, I was like, come on. I was like, it make you think about what it really takes to be a man. And what men today squander their money on. Shoes, clothes, jewelry. And they say it in the music all the time now. You buy all these things to impress another man? Do that really show your status in life? Like your possession show your status now? Like I was speaking on earlier, when you come to the truth, your spirit show your status.
Listen, I told you, I don't know if I told you before, I said when I came into the truth and I moved out to the East, the Middle East, I met Elder Ariyah. And I was like, yeah, I'm Ahch-Wan, the brother who do the truth. He said, yes, man. He said, I know about the music stuff, but that's going to have to, they can take the back seat. Let me see how your walk is. And I was like, dang, it made me feel super small. I was like, dang. But I was like, all right, let's get it. Because I know I'm in it for the long haul. I ain't no 100-yard dash, brother.
That's right. What?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm in it to win it.
As it look, man.
Hey, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, now real quick, I know y'all gonna talk about the In Vain with Zam right quick, but now it hit different, right? Because that song double hit for me so hard because every bar and the story that I long tell and the story that Ahch-Wan tell, like I witnessed them going through them trials and tribulations and calling brothers, and you understand, and seeing them endure, and then you know what I mean, because that's and then at the end how Ahch-Wan finished it off when he say I lost a set of the twins, right? And I remember him calling me about that, talking to him, and I'm like, damn, praying for him, and then he like, I lost a set of the twins, but the Most High blessed me double now. Woo! All praises. I'm like, every time I hear that part, I get crunk. I get turned up in the song because it's like, man, it's like my brother for real. Like in the spirit, like we really related. So like, I hear his joy because I see his two boys right now running around. And I remember at that time, I was thinking like, damn, are they gonna be able to have kids? Like, you know what I mean? Because they going through it. So it's like, hey, the Most High comes through, man. And it's just the song is a spirit because you don't know how many people your music affects, and it ain't us, it's the Most High, because we might just say something that's true or real to us in our little room in the little studio, and then it goes, people call you from across the world talking about, man, I went through that, you understand, and I lost children, and you understand, so that's deep. So man, all praise.
And that's real big. Me and the wife were talking about it probably some months ago, probably about maybe 5 months ago. To give birth is a blessing from the Most High. You know, you can't take that for granted. Women that, you know, they say, I don't want no children. You know, that's fine, that's cool. You know, that's cool. But to be able to have the Most High send you something to raise up as a righteous seed, he deemed us worthy to have children to raise up to be righteous and in his likeness. That's real big. If you ain't never looked at it like that, look at it like that now. It ain't, you know, just laying ain't, you know, ain't what it is. You lay and you get something, the Most High, like, you better do your job. Hence, going back to what Ahch-Wan, that look, don't be chilling like that.
Straight up.
Man.
So which leads to, you know, in this self-reflection that we're going through, is our walk in vain? So let's play that right quick. We're gonna play the hook and then we're gonna talk about it.
Okay, where we at? There we go. Bang.
Kenneth English.
Don't let it be too late. Day to day, I sit there and be thinking, is the Father pleased with how I'm living? Is my living in vain? Is my singing in vain? Is my praying? Is it in vain? I just gotta hold on and remain. His word will never change because it stays the same. But you gotta hold on when the devil comes strong, cause it tried to overtake ya, but a power will never forsake ya. And you gotta know when your spirit's low, just fall to the ground and cry out to the only one who can save ya. Yeah, he'll save me, he'll save you. Save, don't let it be too late. Don't let it be too late. Don't you put off what you can do today. Don't let it be in vain. Don't let it be in vain.
See, I was draped up and dripped out, still dirty like a dish towel. Got baptized, renewed now. Was scarlet, made white as Gentiles, and there's facts.
Cause only he can love me like that. Gave me another chance to win it back, yeah. Cause I was living in vain. Would've caught them flame for what not have changed.
See, I was hog-tied from the CDC. At the age of 6, they tried to infect me with the Mobella virus and the MMR. And I was on radar, cause I was also scarred. And then 2 years later, got found the week. Little after that, became a sex addict, or an imp, or whatever lingo they call it. I was on death row in a corrupt department, I was through.
But time after time, it kept observing me. I'm like, oh. Now my faith stronger than the horsepower in your coat.
Yeah, I'm on Death Valley on my Coolio. Backhand the demon on my power approach. I whistle while I work, keeping the kingdom first on life.
Don't let it be too late. Don't let it be too late. Don't you put off what you can do today. Don't let it be in vain. Don't let it be in vain.
Boy. So right, we're gonna bounce it back to you, Ahch-Wan, but you said you fed off sis on this, so I had to take it to her right quick. So sis, what was this one laying at? What did you get all of this from? You know, man, the melodies, the energy, come on, bring it out.
Shalom. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all can see it.
Come.
Stop. Well, I mean, to be honest, praise the Most High. I actually, I don't know how long I had the track when Ahch-Wan sent it to me, but I just was like, sometimes I got to be in the zone to write. And I was just listening to some tracks and singing and around the house like I usually do. And I gained inspiration from different things. So I was kind of listening to the Clark sisters. Is my living in vain? Is my praying in vain? No, of course not, no. Like I was just, and I'm like, man, let me, they gave me inspiration. I'm like, man, And so I put that track on that Ahch-Wan sent me, and I really sat down, like prayed about it. And I wrote that verse in like a matter of minutes. And I'm like, man, I hope he like it. You know what I'm saying? So like I sent it to him. He was like, man, that's fire. I'm just going off what you want to do. And so when I had went to the studio with Mike to record it, Mike, he's a composer. So, we rearranged some stuff with the beat. I'm like, man, we chopping up this brother beat. We didn't flipped and dipped this beat all kind of crazy. And then, and then I was like, dang, I hope I didn't like do too much on this, And then I sent it to him. He's like, no, I'm just rolling with what you said. I'm just rolling off what you put. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, no, the album is called Self-Examination. I'm like, oh, okay, what kind? All praise to the Most High. And that was really the story behind it. And I just gained, inspiration from the Clark sisters gospel songs, and just stuff that I go through personally. I always ask myself, like, I don't want to be doing all of this work for nothing. Like, I got to make sure my full spirit is into it, and that I just check myself, you know what I mean? Because you get into it and you might lose yourself or lose how you need to be doing things and operating or whatever the case. And it's just kind of a reminder to just kind of self-reflect, and make sure you're not doing and putting off what you need to be doing right now. And just like, I'll do it, or putting off stuff that needs to be done now or could be done now. And that was pretty much it.
Hey, that's big, sis.
That's huge.
No, don't you do that. Don't.
Stop the cap.
Hey, bro, I got to sing it too, man. I said, hold on.
She pulled it out of him, like pulled him into her zone for real.
What y'all don't listen. What y'all don't know is I actually did 2 versions of that song.
God.
The first version I did, I was singing. I was straight singing on the joint.
He pulled out his vocals. He did.
I was straight singing.
That was Ahch-Wan.
Listen, I let my wife hear it. My wife said it sounds good. She said, but some parts you pitchy on it. Cause I haven't actually I used to sing back in the day, and I got my tonsils taken out and changed my voice, right? I'm not really comfortable with singing how I used to sing when I was a kid. And my mom used to I used to be super shy. My mom used to be like, hey, if you don't use it, if you don't use it,
you'll lose it
from you. Yeah.
Fine.
For the longest, I didn't sing. And then my mom has been encouraging me to sing. And then she's been encouraging me a lot. She's like, baby, you can sing. You need to sing. And I'm like, but I'm not comfortable with my voice yet. I'm like, listen, when I was a kid, I used to blow. I'd be on the bus singing and everything. I used to blow. When I got my tonsils taken out, it changed my voice totally. And I'm just now in my late 30s, I'm just now starting to sing again, which is crazy. I be harmonizing, but I'm just starting to sing again. So the first one that I sent her is actually me singing the whole verse. It was a totally different verse, and I was just flowing with the spirit, just singing. Right?
I cut for that version too. I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, I was singing it the other day. I was like, man, I actually like the lyrics because I freestyled the singing too. I didn't write none of that singing down. I just freestyled that. I was straight to spirit. And when my wife said it was kind of pitchy, I was like, okay, well, listen, I'm gonna sit down and actually write something about my life then, because I talked to my mom. This is what I wanted to bring out. I talked to my mom, and she told me that she has a rare blood type. Didn't know that. She had to take all types of shots for me to even be me to even be here. Didn't know that. So Satan was trying to take me out that way. And also the cord was wrapped around my neck. Didn't know that either.
Must be something, bro, because it's an attack, you know, from the story you already showed. Let me, you know, share it with us. Some, you know, it's a purpose that you got to fulfill, and your seed, obviously. So go
exactly.
ahead.
I didn't know this stuff. So when I talked to my mom, she's like, yeah, you know, she's like, I have a red blood. So I think she got like a RH, something like that. And I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. She said, baby, you wasn't gonna be here if I wasn't, you know, at the doctor taking shots and stuff like that to make sure that my body wouldn't attack yours. It's like, wow. And I didn't find that out until last year.
Boy, don't it seem like that? Our parents just bring some things out. Like, look, I'm about 50 now. What you mean I ain't?
Straight up. I didn't know none of that. So that's what I said. And then I remember when I was young, you know how you go get your vaccines, you know. I got the measles and mumps vaccine. And look, I caught measles and mumps. I was so swollen up as a kid, bro, that I could have died from that joint. That's why I said I was hogtied from the CDC. At the age of 6, they tried to infect me with the Mobella virus and the MMR, and I was on radar because I was also scarred. Check this out. Another thing y'all know, I was molested when I was a kid, right? I said 2 years later, got fondue with. That went straight over people's head. Years later, got fondue with. A little after that, became a sex addict. So the spirit crept in, the demon crept in from a kid and made me go on a totally different path, right? That's why you got to make sure you watching your children. Watch your children. Protect your children. And I never brought that out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell my mom this until I was 24, 25 years old about that happening to me as a kid. That's what also caused me to join a gang when I was 12 years old, because I was looking for love and, you know what I'm saying, in different places. I'm a grown man now, so I can bring that out and not be even ashamed of it because it happened. But when I was a kid, I was going through it. I was like, man, trying to be hard, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Being violated as a kid. Right? So
I want to point something out with that, man. The strength that you have, and that's for anyone listening, to anyone this video may, you know, they may stumble across this video. That's why we say share this to, you know, whomever, because your strength is in Christ. Christ gave you that strength and gives you the confidence to be able to boldly be as open as you are and know that you have nothing to be ashamed of because Christ has made you new.
Right up.
Man.
That's one thing I can actually take away from atonement. When Elder Ricard came on during atonement, he said something that was profound that moved me in a different way. How sometimes we hang on to a lot of past experiences of what happened to us and also things that we didn't have. Like one thing for me was like, man, I ain't had no father figure, so I wish I had this and I had that so I could have more characteristics of a man versus feminine characteristics that I got from my mother. And Elder Ricard just came on, was like, look, whatever it is, you got to get rid of this. You got to get, you can't hang on to nothing. We knew in Christ. Go ahead, Doc.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Like, unless we come to Christ, which is giving us the power and authority over whatever we've encountered. That's what our strength. That's why he said in Philippians, that's why I stated in Philippians, through Christ, I can do what? All things.
Exactly. And Chop, by you saying what you just said, I went through the same thing. Honestly, I blame my father for me being molested as a kid. Because he died when I was a kid, and he died in his sin.
Because it was like you said, same exact thing for me. Like me being the way that I was when I was younger, I blame my mom, but then I had to get into a mindset that was like, she did the best that she could with things that she knew how. So I had to come out of that mindset of, it's her fault, it's my older brother's fault. I had to come out of all of that.
Man, that's crazy y'all mentioning that, because y'all just made me think about it. With everybody explaining something that we went through as kids, and that's part of what made me say what I said on the song, man, Ahch-Wan got a sober mind and tribulation and how you seeing double. Because as kids, we had to deal with all that stuff with for the most part, soberly. And your mind is still developing. You have nowhere to run from that. You got to deal with it.
Straight up.
It's this video I ran across like yesterday or the day before. I'm gonna talk about it on one of our quick clips that's coming soon. It was a child that 14 years old out in the streets, strung out, going through adult problems in our time right now. But I ain't gonna touch too much on it right now, but y'all gonna see the clip. We're gonna post the clip soon.
Man, this examination of self-examination of this album thus far has been heavy, but that's not stop it. Oh man, whew. Audience, I wasn't ready for this. but the Most High, no. The Most High is doing what He wants.
That's right.
That's right. What did I? I hit you up. I'm like, I didn't have no script. This ain't scripted. And I said, I already knew it was a heavy spirit behind the project. I said, we're gonna go with the spirit behind the project. That's what we're gonna talk about.
That's exactly what he told me.
And that's what's gonna lead us. So let's keep on letting it lead us. We're gonna go into, man, kind of bouncing out. We're gonna pick it up a little bit, right? Some order. Let's get some order in here. Let's get it. Drop that right quick.
Look, it's all about respect. If we can't keep the laws of the Most High, how we gonna end up next? We be asking for his heads, but we ain't even lie what the Most High say. And sister be praying, but they ain't even really trying to cover their head.
Cover your scalp.
Y'all like order, wretched, the gang still throwing us sex. Tell her we're back with that green with a in my head. Slave to the system, but we ain't even trying to liberate ourselves. The Bible got the plan, but we always trying to shy away from me.
Cover your scalp.
Yeah, we all out of order. We don't want nobody to tell us nothing stiff neck, so we doing what we want to. Giving in to the world, trying to do the wrong thing, but you don't fit, sticking out like a false tooth. So you trying to make it, so you gotta make your boss move, but you don't realize what it's about to cost you. Trying to be something that you ain't, but that ain't you. You know it ain't right, like you weren't two left shoe. But you got something to prove in your city, throwing up your set to prove that you with it. Land with a lot of women to say that you hit it, but you really show the Lord you're richer than you wicked. But you got time to change how you living. Turn from your ways and choose to keep sinning. The ball in your court, what you gonna do with it? You can shoot your shot or choose to stop drilling.
Look, it's all about respect. If we can't keep the laws of the Most High, how we gonna end up next? We be asking for his heads, but we ain't even lie what the Most High say. And sister be praying, but they ain't even really trying to cover their head. We all out of order, wretched, the gang still throwing us sex. We killing each other with paper that's green with a in my head. Slave to the system, but we ain't even trying to liberate ourselves. The Bible got the plan, but we always trying to shy away from me. Yeah, we all out of order.
And the world get cold. Too many brothers out here crippled and bloody and trying to make each other suffer over gang and the color, and that's it. We can't even talk to each other, it's like we talk with a stutter. We rather run to the trouble, and that's it. So because I told you repent from sin, I'm coming off just a little too drastic. You're loving wickedness, but I'm a little fanatic. Yeah, the devil fed like lightning, but I'm bringing the static, and that's that. Between Yasharala and the Gentiles, here's the clear distinction. We were chosen above the other nations, and why they try to send us into extinction. But we war not against the flesh, we war against evil spirits and these demons. Gotta be ready to rebuke it, even if it is the man in the mirror, and I really mean it. We no longer quiet cause they kill us through our dying in science. That when we riot, they reacting with more violence. Stop. Many people gon' be screaming and pleading, begging your shot to forgive me just before the judgment drops. So renew your hearts, renew your thoughts, forget what you was taught and lock your jaw. Fam, pick up your cross and keep the law because.
Look, it's all about respect. If we can't keep the laws of the Most High, how we gonna
full head, but we line with the most high say. And sister be praying, but they ain't really trying to cover their head. We all out of order, wretched, the gang still throwing us sex. We killing each other with paper that's green with a heat in my head. Slaves to the system, but we ain't even trying to.
Let me show y'all how we out of order, you know what I'm talking about?
Got the plan, but we always trying to shout out from yeah. We all out of order. Shield,
Black flag, blue flag, red flag, yellow flag, all the flags. Toe tag, homicide, genocide, sin and bring it all of that. Strip club, gay club, nightclub, wickedness and all of that. Can't even get the truth in the church, cause they all trying to take a bag and that's fact, yeah. Sister be hair ripping just for the fashion, they ain't praying like that, yeah. Saying it's a hot girl, so a real top of where the mother girls at, yeah. They wanna keep a meal on the table, know how to keep their house intact, yeah. They don't do it for the gram, they don't do it for the book, they don't do it for the praise, they don't do it for the look, they don't do it for the he say, she say, we say, whirl in a circle, yeah, we call it a relay. Drama field junkers, yeah, we call it a DJ. Put it on wax, Mr. Miyagi, body full of tats, hand full of tracks, chest in they back tied silicone valley. Pronoun bills, man, they do so tech, it get hacked like computer screens. No T ever get whacked with artillery, and the demon get subject for tempting me. Yeah, your shy, you gon' shiver the tear from me, and the go from sheep, it's gon' be worse than the Taliban. If you think I'm playing, you just keep on playing. You better repent. We out of order, you better repent. We out of order, you better repent. We out of order, you better repent. You better repent, you better repent.
You better cover your scalp. Boy.
Man.
Boy. Ooh. Ooh. Wee.
Had to lift y'all up a little bit. Man. So hey, we got Rocket Car in the building and Ahch-Wan. Hey man, y'all tell us a little bit about that track before we get ready to wrap it up, because we gotta keep that order. Right? Go ahead.
God.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, Rocket Car, if you
Shalom.
You got if you could turn us off in the background.
Ahch-Wan, hey man, y'all. There we go. Let's get it.
Listen, I had to get the brothers from the 10 on the joint. I had to get the brothers from the 10.
You know we had to do it out.
Because they holding it down for the M. You know what I'm saying? I was like, listen, I got to get my hometown on the thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that spirit is totally different.
And I know it goes down everywhere, but I know they all too familiar with, you know, the flags and the gang banging and the affiliations down there. So go ahead.
I was like, man, and Memphis is very out of order. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to bring some order to that thing because, you know, hey, I remember when I went down there, when I went back and I was 24 years old and I was trying to pursue my music career in Memphis. And I seen a brother hit another brother in the car on accident, and the brother pulled out the pistol on the brother about to cap it. And I'm like, man, is that serious? You know, they wasn't even driving fast.
Boy.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's a. Sometimes I remember. Listen, it was a dark spirit. I was in Whitehaven. We call it Black Haven, but I was in Whitehaven. And it's dark, man. It's very dark. You know, it's very dark. Not saying that all Memphis is not dark. Let me make that a statement first, but. Because obviously, Rocket Cod and D Judah, they bringing some light to the streets over there. So hey, down to man.
That's right. To the Most High. All praise to the Most High. How you?
So with you being there, what were some of the things? And you can share what what you like to share within your verse. But I know you were speaking about some of the things that's going on, right? So what are some things you're seeing being on the ground that inspires your verse, Rock?
Man, I can go back to back in high school, seeing the gang fights, and I never joined the gang, even though a lot of my family members party games. Man, like I said, from seeing just gang fights and seeing people getting jumped into gangs and all that, like it's from people upping pistols on each other. Man, it's like I want to say it, it's that spirit heavy, in Memphis, as far as just violence and just robbing and all that, it's heavy, I don't want to speak on too much. I can't speak on too much because, I really try to stay clear of that lifestyle, so.
So there's no excuse for ones that's there, and that's another thing people don't realize, like, and those of us, that's why we have to make sure we're right and we stand on that straight and narrow, because you're gonna have a lot of people that's gonna go before the throne having the excuse, well, thinking they're gonna have the excuse, well, I was in this environment and that's all I knew and I didn't know no other way. So this is my excuse of why I think you should let me in. But us being able to walk that thin line and that straight and narrow in these environments is a testimony to say it can be done. Look at the rock. Look at Ahch-Wan.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's our job to, to stay on that path and keep going. So
Go on.
I know the people can't hear me. There we go. Boom. There we go. Everybody on this track came different. I don't even know where to start on this track, man. Cover your scalp.
I'll tell you, I tell you, D Judah. Hey, shout out to my brother, man. hey, D Judah, he kicked that thing all right.
Yeah, he did.
Boy,
he kicked it all right.
That was the first thing that hit me in the chest. I'm like, I was telling Ahch-Wan earlier, like the mix on that thing, it just like, man, that thing just sticking in your chest.
A lot of people don't know behind the scenes what happened, but to get that finished product,
boy,
God is good, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of insider for y'all because we were speaking on it, before we came on the show. So, but yeah, man. But
hey, look,
I thought he was on my neck, boy.
Huh?
I go on my neck, boy.
I had to, because I wanted this joint done. I was like, man, I want brother, and I kept hitting the alarm. I was like, you got that joint? Hey, but you know what? Araka Khan and D Judah, they work really quick, man. They work really quick.
Man, all praise to the Most High. Hey,
go ahead.
My bad. Now I was just gonna say, man, hey, it's an honor, man, just to be a part of the work. Hey, when we get called for a feature, we try our best to go and get that thing knocked out, man. But all praise to the Most High.
I'm gonna tell you what, this brother. I talked to the brother Rocker Card the other day, and he said, man, he haven't even been. This how you know that this is the spirit, right? He said, man, I haven't even been rapping that long. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, man. Tell the people, man, because when you said that, it shocked me because the way you ride the track and stuff like that, I'm like, this brother sounds like he been doing this joint with ease.
I know some of the viewers of TBT Radio, they heard me tell the story before, but man, like I was saying, man, I know me and D Judah, we started doing music back in 2017. Like when we first started, when we first did our wrote our first song, talking about writing lyrics, serious lyrics. And before 2017, I'll write a couple lines and rhymes here and there, but it had no sense of direction or none of that. Man, I tell anybody, man, the Most High I know it's the spirit of the Most High. I know it's the spirit of the Most High when it comes to this music, because I never really aspired to really do it. Like not serious to the point where I'm putting out songs and mixtapes or albums or whatever. So I know it's the Most High. I say all praises, man. That's it. All praises.
Straight up.
Yep.
But we can get to some of these lyrics.
All right, cool. So, what is it in the Pacific one?
I sent it to Chop. I'm sending him all of them. I'm sending it to his email. There you go. Should have the other one too. Yeah.
Did you get all them Memphis slurs? Yeah, you from
Good
there?
luck with that.
You there? Look, you from the you better catch every single one of them.
Yeah, I caught him. I think I caught him. Listen, Rock Kai gonna have to tell me if I caught him, because I think I got every single bar that he did, but I had to listen to it maybe 10 times to make sure I had every single, because he's spitting so fast on the joint.
Yeah, that was new. That was new. That was new.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you though, it's amazing because, man, kind of like what Kadon was saying, it's like man, it's like I heard the beat and I was just like, man, I want to kind of approach it different, you know. Man, I just let the man, Spirit of the Most High, man, move on that one. I was like, you know what, man, I just felt like, man, hey, I'm finna try to write it like this, say it like this, and just let the Most High do the rest. And the thing came out the way it did, man.
Hey, brother, look, he straight up talked about the gang stuff. Too many brothers out here cripping and bloody.
Oh yeah.
And try to make this. What'd you say right there?
Okay, it's too many brothers out here crippled and bloody and trying to make each other suffer over gang and the color, and that's it. We can't even talk to each other. It's like we talk with a stutter. We rather run to the trouble, and that's it. So because I told you repent from sin, I'm coming off just a little too drastic. You're loving wickedness, but I'm a little fanatic. Yeah, the devil felt like lightning, but I'm bringing the static, and that's that. Between Yasharala and the Gentiles, here's to clear the, so y'all want to wrap the whole thing?
Ah, shoot. I forgot I ain't make the button yet. Bring it on. If the button coming soon, I thought I had it. I'm about to hit it.
I can rap the whole thing. That
but slow it down. That's what we gonna do.
And I mean, it like the first couple lines, it's self-explanatory. Well, self-explanatory, pretty much. Man, it's too many of it's a lot of our brothers and some of our sisters. Y'all be surprised how many of our sisters also in the game like too. Man, it's a lot of
y'all got a new one inspired down there. What it is? Gorilla? What her name is?
Yeah, I've been seeing that. I ain't looked into it, but it's been all over my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I'm like, I haven't even watched it yet, but it's been everywhere. It's been everywhere. Now you go ahead, speak on it, Sean. I ain't even heard about it.
I mean, I ain't as into like I said, I try to stay clear too. But it seems like she's from the little bit I checked out to kind of see like what her mindset, because she blew up off a song. What? Talking about being pretty much a harlot, right? Am I correct, right? I know you there, like.
Oh, see, man, when I say I'm so out of touch, man, I don't know what's going on in the music scene in Memphis. We stay.
No, we not. You don't. She's so off the chain. You don't even want to pull that up. Leave that alone.
Come.
Yeah, but yeah, she. I'm talking about ratchet friends. This how bad it got. I'm glad you did say it, because a lot of people did like they remixed it, right? Trying to get some clout.
I know it.
And this is what happened. It's one female that's just aspiring to be like her. She was rapping about going to Planned Parenthood and getting an abortion. She said something like, "We're gonna y'all hold me to it if y'all would, audience. Don't let us forget. Email us, send us a message, DM us on Facebook so we can show y'all this." She said something about on my way to Planned Parenthood, forgot about the Plan B. Something like that. And then she said, "I got murder on my mind."
Oh Lord, and it seems like that's a common thing now too. Cause I heard a bar similar to that one where she was like, he left the Plan B on the dress. He left the Plan B on the dresser. He left the Plan B on the dresser. I flushed it, and no, something about he left the Plan B on the money on the dresser for the Plan B. I took the money and went and bought a Louis bag. And now through the rest of the song, she's plotting on trapping him with the baby.
We all out of order.
Hey, but they go back to why the Most High put the spirit on brothers to put that song out of order. You know what I mean? To come, man, to put the spirit, put the walk, put Yeshaya on it in the airwaves. You know, but he who had the ear, he who had the ear, let him hear. You know.
Exactly.
Hey, we can't. Hey, at the end of the day, we can't really get too caught up in it. Because man, who's willing to hear, they gonna hear it, regardless of how loud that sister or anybody who, who entertain that type of music. No matter how loud it get, it ain't gonna matter at the end. It ain't gonna matter.
Sure.
We just gotta keep doing what we gotta do to wake up those who willing to wake up, those who willing to get up.
And believe me, it's working because shout out to my brother Abdullah. He checking out. He just sent me a screenshot that he listening. He toned in.
So I tell you, we gotta pray for people like that for real. We gotta pray for sisters like that. We gotta pray for the listeners. We gotta pray for the children that fall upon her music. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, when I say a lot of that stuff in the league, man, a lot of that type of music, it's gonna lead so many people to that hellfire. It's gonna lead a lot of people to that hellfire because man, when we doing the music, we all teach.
Straight up.
Sure. And there's another one that's about to get done too, cause you know what? I'm gonna shut my mouth. Y'all gonna see the broadcast. Y'all gonna see the broadcast. What's really going on with this music industry right now? They done with all the rappers. Their agenda with the rappers is done for, and I'm gonna prove it. They done with them.
Because you know why? But you know why they done? Because the truth is out.
Look.
Yep.
The truth is out, bro. And when we making songs like this out of order and showing how people are really doing, they living wicked. Like, listen, judgment is there. That's why I said on the first song with me and Sean, folly. What you gonna do when you facing your follies? When your sins is in your face, what are you gonna do? The Most High ain't gonna hear your excuses. Listen, when you read the Apocalypse of Paul, man, when you read the Apocalypse of Paul, brother, it said when you go up, the angels the angels pulling you up for your judgment. The demons is eyeballing you, looking at you like, hey, hold up, no.
Is it anything in them? Yeah. If you got any wickedness in you, that's me right there. And it's gonna be a rough ride too.
They snatching you, bro. Snatching you.
That's the definition of a true rough rider. No cap.
Straight up.
Hey, top.
No cap.
I ain't no rough rider.
Look, when he said that's a rough ride, look, that's a real definition of a rough rider. You going on one for real. Boy, that just raised the hairs on my arms right now.
But this is the thing, though. With us being privy to this knowledge, it helps us engage and appreciate self-examination. It says, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it says that, I lost it, but go ahead, Rock. Go ahead.
Dang, my bad.
It's all good.
Thing is, I didn't know I didn't know Zamariah had left. She completely left, but my daughter wanted to speak to her, say Shalom.
Let's let that happen. If you there, sis.
Your dad, Zam. No, that's our alarm.
Yeah, or like alarm say, she pain. She paying now.
Oh
Man.
boy.
Hey, listen. Listen, hold on. I gotta say this one part because I hope people catch this one part of the verse. You got that out?
Which part? Your verse down at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Said, hold on. Oh yeah. Well, they said real talk, but what a modest girl is at, right? Saying it's a hot girl summer. Real talk, what a modest girl is at. The one that came. What say? Hold up. The modest girls, whatever. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was cold. Go ahead, get out there. Go ahead.
The ones that keep a meal on the table, right?
Now go up a few bars before that. Before you hit that, go up to the bar. Like I think it was like 2 bars that bridged into that.
Okay. I said, oh yeah. Start at the top. I said black flag, blue flag, red flag, yellow flag, all the flags. Black flag is GDs, blue flag is Crips, red flag is Bloods, and the other flags you have Vice Lords and all these other gangs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Toe tag, homicide, genocide, sinning, bringing all of that, right? Strip club, gay club, nightclub, wickedness, and all of that. Can't even go to can't even get the truth in the church because they all trying to take a bag, and that's facts.
Big ones.
Sisters be hair wrapping just for the fashion.
There it is.
Like that.
There it is. And that's why like I wanted you to go back to that one because that one hit it. And I ain't just like it. Look, it's some of the brothers too. Brothers are Mitra down all day. And
I'm gonna put this out there, and this is me. And I ain't purposely stepping on toes. The Mitra was for the priest. If you ain't walking priestly, why you dressing priestly?
Right.
That's
we're supposed to be a nation.
Exactly. It was the purpose behind the garment.
The fringes are like it is like people forget the whole purpose behind why the Most High gave us each piece and told us like, hey, linen. Why he gave us the linen.
And that's what I'm saying. I was reading. It was a purpose why the priest had to dress like that. It was specific. And it came with responsibilities and duties. And if they didn't dress like that, it could cost them their life.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why that's just me. And I ain't pushing that off on anybody, but Mitri, that's another level.
Hey, but just being straightforward, that's facts, that's script. Like we need to bring the standard back that, okay, you got that on, you need to understand why you got it on. This is not just look, we got the t-shirt. Where the t-shirt at? Dang, it's somewhere around here. Hey, the Hebrew is not a trend. This is not, it's a culture. And you need to before you start putting on these garments, you need to understand what the culture is.
Wait up. If you're gonna put on the physical garments, have you put on the spiritual garments? Have you self-reflect? That's what I'm saying. Like even like and then this is back to you, Ahch-Wan, like even before the priests put those garments on, they had to be at a certain stature. Spiritually.
Look,
so, but go ahead though.
Look, world in a circle, yeah, we call it a relay. Drama field junkies, yeah, we call it a DJ.
DJ drama. DJ drama. I got it. If you wouldn't have slowed it down, I wouldn't have got it.
Yeah. I just got it. I just got it.
But look though, drama junkie, DJ. It's twofold.
You really got it.
It's twofold.
That's why I'm glad we're breaking these bars down, because I remember I did a song on Trapped in the Truth, and the whole song went straight over people's head. I'm like, people are missing the lyrics. Like, brother.
Oh man, raising the bars coming soon, man. Oh man.
Put it on wax, Mr. Miyagi. Body full of tats, head full of tracks, chest and a backside, Silicon Valley. Pronoun veal. Man, these dudes so tacky. Right? Get hacked like computer screens. No Tierra. Get whacked with artillery. Tierra Whack.
Tierra Whack. Who is Tierra Whack?
Ooh, she's the new Missy Elliott. Y'all know about Tierra Whack?
Can't nobody beat Missy, man. Look, I ain't trying to be worldly with it, man, but can't nobody beat Missy, man. Missy is still Missy right now.
Hey, she doing it. Tierra Whack, she doing it. And when y'all get a chance, check her out. Tierra Whack. That's what I said. No Tierra get whacked with artillery, and a demon gets slapped just for tempting me. Right? So.
Oh, wait, hold on. You ain't. Go ahead.
You looking up something? Okay. So, man, hey, this has been different. Totally different. Totally different, man, to go on this journey of this project. Hopefully it won't be the last. We appreciate every single body that came through and helped us see, the story and the purpose behind the bars, man. It was a great time to be with you all, man. It was a great comeback. I pray that the listeners enjoyed it. Go ahead and get that project. Where can they get it at, Ahch-Wan?
Listen, it's on all music platforms. I'm talking about Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, Deezer, Ngami. Whatever platform you listen to music on is there. You can also go to my website on Bandcamp, Ahch-Wan.bandcamp.com, right? And it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's the first album to pop up, right? And you can go to more at the bottom, more albums. I have a whole list of albums. Let's try to get these supporters up, baby. I only got one supporter on that thing. We need to get them supporters up.
Y'all hear it? And like I said, with everything that you all got, and that was just some of the songs. Some of the songs we didn't get a chance to break down. But now you see, it's the spirit behind it. So we pray that the spirit behind this project helps us get closer and closer to where we need to be, and mold us into that man and that woman that we need to be in order to get this kingdom, and to they get that peace for those that ain't quite got to that point of submitting your life fully to Christ. If you want peace, it's in Christ. I'm gonna tell you that. It don't matter what you went through. If you just coming in, go back and listen to this whole broadcast, and you're gonna see no matter what you went through, Christ can get you through it. For real. So it's been a blessed one. With that, we got a bonus track that was supposed to be on the project that the Ahch is gonna bless us with tonight. So for all of y'all that stuck around, y'all gonna get that blessing. We're gonna play it, and that's what's gonna take us out. Any last words before we go on self-reflection before we go off on?
Man, listen, examine yourself. Make sure that you walk in this walk, and you have a purpose in your walk, right? Just like when you look at the cover of this joint, it's the angel of presence pointing at you, saying, "Hey, stay on the path." Right? Stay on the path. Walk your walk. Stay on the path. Don't turn to the right or to the left. Stay straight on the straight and narrow. Broad is the way to destruction. Right? Make sure you are staying on the path. Get your life right. Check yourself. Look at yourself, and make sure that you are ironing out all of the wrinkles and creases. Make the creases come stand strong. Right? Walk your walk. Peace, love, and blessings.
And with that, go.
And to support what he just stated, it was put on me to read the scripture. I'm just going to read it. It says, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Yeshua Christ is in you, except ye be reprobate. And with that, go ahead, Chop.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Tell somebody that TVT Radio just went live.
And with that, we're going to stay on it and we're going to pray on it.
Shalom, Maya.
When I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, I feel free, ayy. When I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, I feel free, ayy. Heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, we own. I feel free, ayy. Heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, we own. I feel free. Show me the way. I wanna go to the way. Show me the right path. I wanna follow the right path. I'm looking for guidance. I'm looking for hope. I'm looking for the righteous. I'm looking for the righteous. Show me the way and I'll go. I don't care how much it take. I'ma go. Red light. I won't stop. Green light. I'll keep going. Orange light. I keep going. I won't crash. I got Mosa. I won't flash. I feel like a
pass. I'ma shoot it. Go ahead, shoot it. Alley hoop, 103. That's the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit really rocking me. Got me covered like a blanket, standing tall as a tree. If I hire, got my back, then ain't no backstabbing me.
When I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, I feel free, ayy. When I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, I feel free, ayy. Heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, we own. I feel free, ayy. Heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, heavenly gate, we own.
He got me veiled in this world like a burger, Got me cloaked in this truth, but no purple. I'm all white. If I make it to the gates, you gon' see me George Jefferson strutting like Christ. Cause we own like a light, a beacon shining bright. And Yeshua is the door and the truth and the light. For a demon keeper sworn and I'm slicing on sight. Yasha Allah, all aboard, seek him while you got the time. Cause it's time, had to get the most high that because we out of hindsight. From the branch of the tree, the apple of his sight. And we're covered by the blood, there's lamb chop time. We had to put away the swine cause we divine. It's go time.
I feel free, ayy. When I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, I feel free, ayy. When I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, when I'm covered by the Most High, I feel free, ayy.